Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask the Realtor with myself, Sean Calhoun from Calhoun Team Realty. Now today, I was asked a very, very good question. As a matter of fact, this was a hot one. Um, the question was about appraisals, and the question was if the appraisal came in lower than the value of the home, would I have to buy it? And that's a really good question. So, where do people go for the answer? Well, they normally go to Google. And apparently, that's what happened here because from the question, this particular person seemed to feel like they had a possibility of the home coming in under the appraisal, for one, which occasionally does happen. And the second thing was, they said that if it doesn't have a contingency specifically regarding the appraisal, then were they in trouble? Okay, or did they have to buy? Well, it's kind of interesting. I looked this up to see possibly where they were getting their information from, and a really high ranking site actually makes a statement here. And I'm just gonna see if I can read this off. You might, oh man, I see some tape back there, some painter's tape on the wall. We gotta get that trim done. Okay, so anyway, it says here, it says, if you don't have an appraisal contingency in the purchase contract, you're obligated to buy the home regardless. That's a pretty strong statement to make. And then it goes and gives some different options. Now, I'm going to dare to contradict that. And here's why. It really depends on what the contract says. They're saying if you don't have that specific word in there, then you have to buy it regardless. That's just simply not true. I mean, it might be true depending on the contract. Let me just give you an example. Now, I use a contract that protects my buyers. Okay? So, for example, if you look here, it asks in this contract, how are you buying? In section 3 of the purchase agreements that I use. And if you want a copy of it, you can email me. You can find us at calhounteamrealty.com, and we'll be happy to send you a copy of our purchase agreement, and you can model it to protect yourself. But it says a cash sale with the new mortgage. So we're talking about a mortgage here where you have to get an appraisal. The first line says it all. Agreement contingent upon buyer securing a FHA, conventional, or what have you, mortgage. Okay? So again, cash sale with the new mortgage, agreement contingent upon buyer securing a FHA mortgage. Now, if they don't secure that mortgage, then they don't have to buy the home. Again, if you do not secure that mortgage, you don't have to buy a home. Well, what happens if you don't secure the mortgage? Well, you get your earnest money back, returned, and per this contract, and that's it. Okay? Now, I'm just showing you that because you're not obligated to buy it regardless. Now, there are some other things that you could do. Yes, you could go back and negotiate the price and possibly get a better deal on your home. That's a possibility. What's some other things you could do? You could pay the difference between the loan. You can do that. Or you can in our case, you can walk away. You can't, if you can't secure the mortgage. So that's just something to think about. And that's just one way that you can be protected. Okay. If you have that contingency there, that's great. But there are other contingencies that's kind of like an umbrella that kind of covers that as well. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. You shouldn't feel trapped, and we do our best to protect our buyers. Again, I'm not an attorney. I definitely suggest that you seek legal advice from an attorney, and if you want that, and nor am I an accountant, although I can count pretty decent. All right, this is Sean Calhoun from Calhoun Team Realty, and thanks for the question. And no, you are not screwed, like you may have asked or felt. You're good to go. All right, hope that answers your question. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. You can go to CalhounTeamRealty.com, or you can check us out on YouTube, Calhoun Team Realty Detroit. All right, see you on the next episode. Be sure to subscribe if you like it and give me a thumbs up. All right, see you on the next episode.